Welcome back, everyone. This is Kong with another Fire Emblem Heroes summoning session. Last time I had some pretty good luck with Winter Sothis. Since then I've been saving up. Actually, I should collect my quests and collect my gifts from Faye. Just to see how much I have been saving up. Oh good, there's my last free daily ticket as well. So, I think I've saved up about 20 free summons across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 banners. So I'm just going to pound through those free summons really quick, and then my main focus is going to be on this New Year's banner. I'll talk about that a little bit when I get there. But yeah, the New Year's event this year has been fairly generous. So I'll just get started first with my, free summon on this weekly revival banner. I'm not really sure who I want here, because normally I summon for greens by default, just in case I get an off-banner character who is someone I'm building. This time I think I'll pull blue if it's there. It's not. Actually, colorless is the only on-banner color, so I might as well just see if I get another Brave Lyn. No dice this time. That's okay. These freebies are all gravy anyway. Now on this one I'm going to hopefully get red stones. The fact that there's 2 focus characters in red means you have a higher likelihood of getting someone, but I don't have Idun yet, so I'm going to hope to get Idun. And again, these are just free summons. I don't ultimately care too much about these characters, enough to spend 4 orbs on that other red stone, so I'm just going to get out here and continue with another banner. Again, going to hope for colorless on this one. I don't have either of these 2 characters. Probably rather prefer Torpid Tiki. Instead I'll get a new dancer that I don't have yet, Tethys. That's a pretty good result. Anytime you add someone to your barracks, it's the potential for grinding hero feathers is there, so. That's three free summons down. Now before I go to that main banner, I'll spend my 5 free summons on these New Year's revivals. So this is last year's New Year's banner. I don't actually have New Year's Read yet, so I think I'm going to be focusing on reds. And again, I'll have that slightly boosted chance of getting a focus character just because Gunthra's in here as well. So let's see what these free tickets will get me. Again, I'm not actually spending real orbs on these banners, even if there are characters that I need. So in this situation, I think I'm going to go green just because Fjorm is okay, and like I said before, there are those off-banner characters that I could always use. Going to be one of those banners. Never give me reds, despite being supposedly the most common color. That's okay. They're free tickets, so we can't really complain that much. Here we go. Let's see if we can get Reed. Two tickets left. Oh, this is the banner of Bantu. Alright, last one for this banner. Okay, so no luck on that one. That's okay. Now let's go on to the even older New Year's revival. Now I already have Camilla and Azura I don't have Takumi yet, so I'm going to pull on colorless stones here where possible. And if I don't get colorless, then I will focus on... Actually, I wouldn't mind a merge just to get rid of my Camilla's Bane. Overall, Azura's the character I use more, but the one I have is pretty good, so we'll see what happens. Now that was just the initial free redeem. We're not even into the tickets yet, so let's see if the tickets give us a little bit of more generous New Year's luck. I know I'm being really stingy by only using the free tickets and not pulling on those other colorless stones. But that's all part of my summoning discipline. I'm not actually super keen on getting these characters, so if I get a free one, that's great, but I'm not going to invest resources that I could spend somewhere else. Definitely happy with free summons, but I'm not going to let them trick me into chasing someone that I... Oh, and there's Takumi! Oh, that's great. So I fill out my barracks, I got the last character that I needed from this banner, and he was totally free. Plus defense minus attack is not super great, but there's ways to build characters like this. So now I can try to focus on red or green just to see if I can pop an extra. I think I'm gonna go red with this one just because, like I said, my Azura's already good, but my Camilla could use some help. Oh my god, and I just got a 5-star off banner, Fallen Celica. That's fantastic. I don't have her yet either. Plus res minus attack. That's okay. Free characters being minus attack, I'm not going to complain too much about that. So 2 5-star characters in that little batch of free summons on the old New Year's banner. That's great. And one of them was the character I actually kind of wanted. So now we're on to this year's New Year's banner, and this is where things get a little tricky, because I'm not 100% sure what characters I really want from this. I do like the Asker trio. I think I'm going to mainly summon for Duo Alfonse, partly because I don't have a Duo unit yet, and partly because I really like Alfonse. Normally I would summon for Leith as well, because she's green, and because she's a Teleus unit, but I'm just... I don't know, I find her and Selkie both kind of boring. So I'm not going to really break the bank trying to get Leith. I do like Anna as well, even though the red archer as a unit, I don't think she'll really fit into my barracks here. It's a good start. So because I'm actually trying to get Alfonse, I am going to summon around when I get multiple blues like this, even though I have a bunch of free summons left on this banner. So yeah, I guess that's a long way of saying we'll just kind of wing it. We'll see how I feel about red and green stones. Like, I like Anna, but I don't know if I want to fall into the trap of sinking a couple hundred orbs into trying to get her. Jen asking about my dog. Maybe initially, while I'm over 1,000 orbs, I will pop these green and red ones. Just to see if I can get lucky early and then not have to worry about it later. Especially because on these free summons, the last couple of orbs are a little bit cheaper anyway, so we'll see how it goes. It is going to fill up my box a little more quickly too. So I'm not summoning colorless, that much I know. is already not going super well, but we're still very early into the free summons. I can't let all these old first generation 3-star units get me down. But yes, part of the reason why in all these videos I'm usually hovering around or just over 1,000 orbs is because of that summoning discipline I was talking about, where, you know, a banner will come up maybe once a month that has a character that I want on it, and I just laser focus on that character and don't let myself spend orbs on anything else. Now this is kind of an annoying one because this is going to be like 15 orbs worth of characters, or summons for characters that I don't primarily want to target here. But I'm still well over 1,000, so like I said, I'll stick with it, see if I get lucky early, and then I can narrow down the colors of the orbs that I'm focusing on. Like if I pull Leaf here, then I know I won't need to summon on any green stones for the rest of this session. Lots of really common boring guys so far. Libra, possibly the most boring of all. Now we still have a couple free tickets to just get us in the door. Not a lot of blues showing up here. Some Fury fodder from Hanada. And the last free ticket on this banner. Let's see if it gives me luck. Or maybe Takumi and Celica took up all my luck. Now let's just take a quick peek at what my pity rate is after all those free summons, because I lost track. We're up to 4, so I should expect to get someone here pretty soon, so let's start dipping into the actual orb stock and see if some blues will start showing up for me. Not this time. More of these common 3-star guys. Oh my god, a whole circle of them. Painful. Tough to even use them. Okay, so we're over 4 now. We're not getting a lot of blue circles, or blue stones to pull on. So we're actually going to scale back the reds and the greens here very soon. Oh, and there, I just got pity broken by someone who's in the 4-star pool, who I already have. So that is pretty much as bad as it gets. Now I might as well spend 7 just to see if this high pity rate will get me a Selkie that I ultimately don't care about. But it's just 7 orbs. And then after that I'm done with the reds and the greens, so I'm just gonna laser focus in on Duo Alfonse. Yeah, that was garbage. Okay. Well, with the free summons thrown in there, I don't mind having tried for it. Now we're going to be safe. Or try to be safe. We'll use as safe a strategy as we can. Focus only on blues. We'll see if Alfonse does come home. And if he does, how many orbs we have left will determine whether we want to push on for characters that we kind of don't care about. Lots of Libras on this banner so far. It's another reason to stop pulling on greens. Now we're still above 1,000, so we're still in good shape. On the last couple summoning sessions, I did let myself dip down, obviously, to into the 800s or whatever when I needed Altina, for example. But again, this Alfonse isn't even a unit that I've been specifically saving up for. It's just, this is a nice banner, kind of a nice little festival. It's an interesting duo character combination. I like those characters, so gotta have room for little surprise summoning sessions like this every once in a while. I actually do like Alfonse as a main Fire Emblem Lord as well. I like that he's, at least in the last couple story missions, or story sequences, he's shown to be kind of a strategic Sword Lord. You know, he's always trying to be one step ahead of the enemies, which I really like. I kind of like his pluck. They do a good job of making him seem like a serious Lord character and not, you know, in the context of kind of a goofy game like this. Oh, that Python was disappointing. I didn't even check his IVs. I guess this means I don't need to spend 20,000 to raise up the one that I already have. If it ever came to that. Alright, so here we go, under 1,000. Let's see if Alfonse wants to reward us. Not quite up to 4 yet. One of the reasons I don't like mass summoning on blue like this is because it's not a lot of interesting fodder. Like, even Perry, I'd rather send her home than... I guess she has Glimmer. Okay, so we're up to 4 now. Let's see a full circle of blues. We haven't seen anything above 2 or 3 in a long time. I think we've had more circles with no blues than we have with multiple blues. So I've gotten 2 Mordecai merges so far. That's not too bad in and of itself. All these circles with just 1 blue, it starts to add up. It's 5 orbs per summon when you get into that situation. Oh wow, I've gotten there already. So, I think that's about 70 characters that I've summoned so far today. And like I said, I had 20 free summons, so that means the other 50 came from this banner of hopeful stabbing in the dark. Not super rewarding so far. Getting those 2 5-stars on Takumi's banner might be the highlight of this session, unfortunately. So 425, I should be expecting to see a 5-star anytime now. Oh, and of course, and it would be on a circle like this. That should be Python again. Wouldn't that be disgusting? We're gonna hit 4.5 soon. It would be fantastic if it was on a circle of 5 blues. That would be cool. Here we are, 4.5. Not that that's awful, but it is usually where I start to see my pity rate being broken. I see a lot of people complaining a lot about their pity rates getting up around 4 and 5, and you have to realize a game like this, those pity rates are really just there to make you spend more. In the grand scheme of things, having a 4.5% chance of pulling a 5-star unit is not that much higher than having a 3% chance. Even a 10% chance, while that's an astronomical pity rate, isn't really great odds for getting something back for your investment. It's just softening the blow, really, of the cost of summoning. That's why as a free-to-play player I've really taken to hoarding like this. Because it's kind of the only way of giving yourself a little bit more room for something like this to happen, to go on a bad run and still be able to salvage something out of it. So there's my 3rd Mordecai. The other downside of a run like this is all the time I'll have to spend later turning all these fodder characters into books. There will be some spreadsheeting to be done. Okay, here's 3 blues. That's kind of the best we've seen so far. Best potential, anyway. Unfortunately unrealized. Now, normally I'd say those last 2 are cheap, but I don't want this huge pity rate to be broken by a green or a red character. Up to 5%. I would love to see 5 blue orbs. Or at least a good mix, and have the blue orb actually be Alfonse, because then I could summon around the circle and hope to get a little bit of a variety. But that's a lot to ask, especially with the way this banner's been treating me. So more one-off blues here, as is the tradition for today, apparently. Here we go again. Ah, close one. Okay, up to 5.25. Now this is not the highest rate on a non-legendary banner that I've gotten either. I think on one of the really early Year 1 banners it was like Nino and Effie. I got up to around 8%. Which is an accomplishment in and of itself. And there they are, finally. In a glorious climactic fashion. So they're plus attack, which is good. Minus speed. Doesn't take away from their bulk at all. I'm not sure how much speed these guys actually care about. They're just getting stats everywhere. And their damage boost is based on their defense. So yeah, that might be their perfect IV. Well, I'm going to go ahead and summon on these reds now, since that pity rate's enormous. And maybe Anna will come with them and I'll have the whole Asker trio in one go. I know, I feel like the banner owes me that much. Although Anna's not the type of character who owes anyone anything. So no good luck to finish it off, other than getting a really good Alfonse. I'm happy with that pull. So I'm going to stop there, even though I have over 800 orbs left. Like I said, this was just a kind of fun, whimsical banner to pull on. None of these characters are people that I was really hoarding specifically for. Really hoping that Intelligent Systems is still going to pull through and bring us Jill. So I'd like to sit on a good hoard for her. But all told, this wasn't a terrible result. Thanks to all those free summons, I managed to get that Tethys that I never had before. I got a 5-star Python. I got the 5-star Takumi and Celica that I both never had before, and I got this Alfonse. So a fairly decent chunk of 5-star characters and new characters. It only ended up costing me about 300 orbs. So in terms of orbs per 5-star character, pretty good. Even though I went on that long dry stretch in the middle, overall it averages out to be a pretty decent result. So fairly happy with that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next summoning session.